Hello and welcome to this week's edition of FX Addicts Weekly Currency Market Update. Today is Friday, July 20th, 2012, and this is Tim, the Currency Professor. Well, the dollar is once again rallying, and we're within very close striking distance to making some new highs in this move. We're right now just around 83.50 area. And the highs that we've made in this most recent move are 84. So we're very close to that. If we could close at or near that this week, and then next week close significantly above 84, that would be very, very positive for the dollar index, or for the dollar in general. If we look at the individual crosses here, we're looking at the euro against the U.S. dollar. We can see today we're selling off. We're down about 125 pips right now, and we're right on this minor support line here. Really expect it to kind of bounce up from here a little bit, and probably we'll do it before the close, and then on Monday we could rally a little bit off of that before sinking below it. So at some point here we're going to breach that level and probably sell off quite significantly also. We look here on the weekly, so we can see how this week is ending up. We are very, very close now to closing below last week's lows. If we do that, that would be a negative then for the market. And longer term, we can see how this is just trending down here. It's just trending ever so slowly downward, but it's still making its move down. We're getting closer and closer to that 118 level that we should find some minor support at and a little bit of a bounce. Eventually we'll get to the lower end of this channel that we've been following, and if we look on the monthlies, we can see how that would take us all the way down right now to about 112, 113 area. So sometime in the next few months we'll probably get down to that level. The euro against the dollar is still overvalued. There's still too much going on there, and ultimately we are going to seek those lower levels. British pound against the dollar, giving back quite a bit today, down about 105 pips. We did rally for most of the week, made some highs yesterday that we haven't seen in several weeks, and got above this little resistance line and closed up there for the last 2 days. But now today we're right back down on it. Looks like we're going to close right on it. Technically, it looks fairly weak. It looks like we're probably going to start another move down here. And if we look on the weeklies, we can see how this week, yesterday, as of yesterday's close, we were actually up about the same area up here around the highs that we had made for pretty much the last 5-6 weeks. And now today giving back more than half of what we gained for the week. So really looking fairly bearish. This trend line here, this longer term trend line, at some point we're going to breach that. We've been down here now really for the last about 7-8 weeks, and this is the third time that we've been here. We are going to breach that level. It's just a matter of when. We look here on the monthlies, we can see it a little better. Technically, once we close significantly below it, a couple hundred pips below it, then we will certainly seek that lower ground down around 135 area or so. Ultimately, there is reason to support a sell-off all the way down to the 125 level. That would probably be unstable, but it could very easily get down to that point. Now, we can breach this level here this month or next month. It really doesn't make any difference. But once we breach it, and we breach it by about a good couple of hundred pips, which would take us down to really around 153 area. If we closed at 153 or thereabouts, that would be significant enough to really push us down. Of course, that's on a monthly basis, so that's much longer term, but that would signal longer term sell-off, and really would set up a good opportunity to continually sell this market. U.S. dollar against the Swiss franc having a very nice day, up above the most recent highs now. Very, very strong turnaround here today. We are up just about 95 pips, pushing that 99 level. If we look at the weeklies here, we can see how we're really thrusting forward here, and really looks like we're picking up some momentum again. We could very easily jump above 100 next week or above par. And on the monthlies, we can see how this month, if we continue, we're going to close at a very significant level. If we close above 100, that would be very, very positive here. Ultimately, we'd like to see a close above 103, 104 on the monthlies. That would signal a trend reversal, which would reverse the trend for the last 12 years, actually. So quite the move here if it comes to fruition, which it really looks like it will because of this spike low. U.S. dollar against the Japanese yen, selling off again today, not as much as we have for the whole week. We're down 8 pips right now, down to 78.50. It really looks like it's going to pick up a little more steam here and sell off a little bit harder, maybe even get down to below the 78 area. And it could do that on a 1 or 2 day type of spike down, and then it'll probably come right back. If we look at the weeklies, we can see how that would be a test then of these lows made back in May, the end of May. So we get down there, real intraday maybe, and then come right back. That could be a very, very real possibility. Monthly wise, we still look fairly strong. We're in the midst of a correction here on our expansion out of this 4-year trading zone here. So still looks fairly positive. If we were to close below last month's lows on a monthly basis, that exactly would not be positive. That would be fairly bearish. So we're going to be watching for that. Euro against the Swiss franc, still bouncing around here, around the 120.10 area. Don't expect that to change anytime soon. Euro against the yen, selling off quite vigorously today, down 105 pips, about 95.50 area. Really getting down to this spike low on the daily charts. Looks like we're continuing to just hold our ground along this trend line, briefly breaching it now today. Probably a bounce back up above it Monday, and then probably come back to it again on Tuesday or Wednesday. On a weekly basis, we are breaking down now below all these minor trend lines, and they've all crossed. It's kind of messy looking, but overall still very weak. And if we look on the monthlies here, we can see how we're very close to last month's lows, and if we close significantly below those lows, then our downtrend should accelerate a little bit here. We've been looking for it to get down in the upper 80s, lower 90s area. We're ever closer now. Really looks like that will happen realistically here, probably within the next month or two. So still downward momentum here. Looks like it may even pick up a little bit. So overall, though, very, very weak on the euro yen. That is it for this week. Please stop by FX Addicts if you haven't already. You can sign up for a 7-day free trial of our site. Otherwise, it is $57.75 for the month. We also offer classes. They are suspended for this month and next month in the process of writing a book. So until I have that finished and I have time available, we will continue those courses then probably come the beginning of September. So please, though, stop on by and say hello. Thanks. Talk to you later.